Looking at me. It's about that time. Yeah, I got to do a live about what just happened, yo. I have to do a live. You have to. Bree! What's up, Bree? My neighbor, my old neighbor. Yo, Bree. How the ATL right now, Bree? How the ATL right now? Yo, the little one's looking lovely, yo. You doing a great job, I see. What's up, Desiree's 1111? I miss you, neighbor. I miss you for real, yo. You the homie for real. We ain't talked in the grip. I hope all is well. Yo, baby bruh. What up, though, baby bruh? James Merlin. Yeah, neighbor. I miss you, neighbor, for real. I ain't never forgot what you looked out for me when my brother passed away. I ain't never forgot that. So you always gonna have a place in my heart, for real. I ain't never forgot that. I'm trying. We gotta talk verbally, yo. We gotta talk verbally, neighbor. Like we do. We gotta talk verbally. It's been a long time since we rap. So we gotta rap verbally, man. Holla at me this weekend if you can. I don't know if you would just DM me like your info or whatever. I'll DM mine if we don't got each other. But we need to rap verbally. It's been a grip. But I see you doing your thing too. I'm very proud of you. You are definitely moving. You are definitely doing your thing. I'm definitely proud of you. For real. I'm definitely proud of you, yo. Most definitely. Yeah, the little one is looking gorgeous, yo. Yo, how the A right now? Because that's who I want to talk to. Go, yo, text your folks right now in the A right now. Because we got to discuss this versus real quick. So I need everybody who is hopping on. I need people to kind of hit up everybody because we got to talk about this versus right now. Like we do. We got to. What did everybody think so far? Did anybody see the verses on here? Anybody see it? What everybody think about the verses so far? Baby bro, you still on here? I got to tell you, in the beginning, waiting those 50 minutes, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, they saying Jeezy took it? Like, what you mean? Like he won the whole thing? I don't know. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about, oh, you said it's the best verses you've seen so far, baby bro? Okay, who you think won? I need to know who everybody thought won real quick. Tell me your verdict on the verses right now. Everybody who's jumping in. We're gonna get into this verses real quick. So I need to know who everybody think won. Yeah, I do. I need to know who everybody think won real quick. It felt like we got to the club early. Yeah. Yo, we was waiting for like 50 minutes. I'm like, yo, is Lauryn Hill hosting this? Like, is that what this is? Like, Lauryn Hill, she got to be hosting, the verses. But here's the thing, though, Bree. It's real easy to kind of say, how can I say this? It's real easy to kind of say, like, Jeezy won in a way because Jeezy got the most hits. You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me, my allergies are messing with me. Jeezy got the most hits. And because Jeezy got the most hits, as far as like on the surface, it can easily look like Jeezy is the winner. But Gucci has a lot of records that are like culturally impactful. Like those mixtapes he dropped were legendary, and he speaks a different type of language. Like he's at a place that Jeezy left, if that makes sense to anybody out there. That's the place that he's at. And so for me, when I see, Gucci performing, the songs may not necessarily make you be like, oh, snap, like the way it does with Jeezy, but his songs are impactful. But you gotta admit, they sold a story. So I was talking to my baby bro. Yo, what up, Mark? I was talking to my baby bro, Mark, and we was talking about how we was telling the story. You said this was my first verses. I thought Gucci energy was unmatched. Okay, that's what's up. You want to know what else, though, on the low? I really do feel like, well, actually, the worst verses was 2 Chainz and Rick Ross. That was the worst verses to me. And the reason why it was the worst verse is not because I don't like them. Like, I like them a lot. But they were just, like, too cool. They were way too cool. They didn't really want to move. It's almost like they were too worried about being embarrassed or whatever. Like, they was just, Gucci Mane and Rick Ross were way too cool. So I wasn't really hearing that. You know what I'm saying? But in this verses right here, this had to be the best selling story of all verses. Now, me and my baby bro Mark was talking about this, right? And Mark, just to give you a little history, Mark worked in media just like I had, but now he's now a filmmaker. And the way they sold the story, if anybody ever watched wrestling, even when you was younger, you older, you haven't watched it again, the psychology of sports entertainment is number one. The actual match in wrestling is actually what you have to bring to the table, but it's the psychology that they're really trying to sell. That's how people buy tickets. That's how people root for it. That's what made the WWE and those matches legendary, where people remember them from all time. Okay? Gucci and Jeezy sold this story. There's no doubt about that they sold this story, because making us wait 48 minutes for them to show up, that built tension. Because there was a part of me that was thinking, like, even though I know better, there was a part of me like, yo, are they beefing behind the scenes? Like, are they beefing in the back? Like, are they beefing? They sold the story. Okay. Yo, what up, Woody? What up, though? And so, if those of you that are just joining in, make sure you holler at somebody. Let them know we over here talking about the verses real quick. I just wanted to get into it, but they sold the story. And the story has always been about these two had real beef. Like, we know that. These are not rappers who decided to be street ninjas. These are street ninjas that are rappers. Okay? And they've been beefing for 2 decades. But here's the thing, right? And it even put me out my element. And I was on the phone with my baby bro earlier today, and he was talking to me about this. You're not going to sign up for a Verzuz that has blown up the way it was. Maybe back when Verzuz first started a few months ago, when everybody was on their cell phones and everything. But now Verzuz has turned into a major production. Like, there is a stage, there's music, there's advertisement, Sports Center, Ciroc, and all these other things. There's no way you're going to sign up for this and act a fool. It's not going to happen. And there's no way you're going to be someone who's going to say, we're going to jump on Verzuz if you're not going to have a conversation. Now, part of me, I believe, this is just me, I have no proof of this, but I believe that there's no way, yo, what up, Dion? There's no way that they had a conversation only when they reached out for Verzuz. Nah. Jeezy and this is just my guess, Jeezy and Gucci had a conversation even before Verzuz. Because if any of you know or remember, just a couple months ago on T.I.'s podcast, him and Jeezy were talking about squashing the beef with Gucci then. They were talking about it then. So I'm not going to believe that they just talked about all those issues that they had for 2 decades. They just talked about it this past Wednesday. I'm not believing that. You understand? Because they had a lot of issues. I'm pretty sure they had time to kind of air it out. And here's the thing. We have a tendency to think in our society that by the time people bring us stuff, we like to think that we're getting things in real time. We think that we're getting beef in real time. We think that we're getting disagreements in real time. When a couple that's a celebrity tells us that one partner has cheated on the other, we like to think that in real time that is happening. But the reality is when they actually tell us, they've already discussed it. When Will Smith and Jada Pinkett wanted to tell you about what was going on with them, they already discussed it. They've already had all this situation. So when you think about Gucci and Jeezy, whatever they were going to bring us, by the time they decided to do Verzuz, they already talked about it. But what they did that was so smart is that they sold the story, because I do need some of your art, bro. Yo, DM me, you can send it to me, because I can't afford to pay you because, COVID is bad. But yeah, Dion, I do. I need some of your art, bro. I do. Like, real talk. If you want to send me some, I'm all for it. I'll put it behind me. But in the Gucci and the Jeezy situation, when you think about what they did, they knew that people were checking for them. And shout out to Gucci for settling into the villain role, because Gucci was tweeting, putting up memes, putting up videos, going at him. I mean, just embracing the heel. Then when it starts off, he starts off with a song dissing Jeezy. How you do that? How you start off with a song dissing Jeezy? Hi, goddaughter. My goddaughter is there. Goddaughter, I miss you. I miss you, goddaughter. That's my goddaughter, Tajane. Goddaughter, I called you the other day and you ain't answered the phone. Okay? I just want to say that. I called you actually yesterday and you ain't answered the phone. You probably was asleep. But I'll talk to you soon, goddaughter. But yeah. Jay Brandon, what up, though? That's my bro, right? That's my brother. Happy belated birthday, brother. So yeah, they sold a story. And what they did was they made sure they didn't take any pictures together. Jeezy dropped a song where he already released what he had to say about 50 Cent and Freddie Gibbs. And then you got Gucci over here talking his stuff, and it really was making you think like they're going to jump across each other. And that's what America loves. Like, America loves drama. America loves tension. I'm texting people on the side, and I got people telling me this is uncomfortable. I'm not liking this. This is not good. This is not healthy. And I'm just explaining, well, you know, this happened and woo-woo, this woo-woo, and people need to get help and trauma and all this. And I had to had to have a come to Jesus moment to myself, like, yo, just let this play out. Stop feeling like you got to defend them. Like, you know better. That's how much they had me fooled. Jeezy and Gucci had me almost fooled until my baby bro Mark, shout out to Mark who's on here. My baby bro Mark hit me up and was texting me. He was like, yo, 25% of me, I'm liking how they're selling the story. And then when Mark said, I'm liking how they selling the story, you know what came to my head at that very moment? I was like, they haven't done So Icy. I was like, they haven't done So Icy. They're going to perform So Icy. And at that exact moment, they start doing So Icy. And I don't know if any of you noticed, but when Jeezy said, hey, we can do this, you and me, boo, did you not see the smile that came across Gucci Mane's face? The shark smile, like the Joker smile that came across his face. Did you not see that? It was almost like he was holding it in for the past hour. He like exploded with a smile. And they performed So Icy, a song I never liked. I couldn't stand that song back in the day when it came out back in 2005. I could not stand that song. Okay? But I enjoyed it today. I loved it. I love that song today. It was so I love that song now. I couldn't stand it back in the day. But I loved it today. And you're right, baby bro James. Gucci did not sit down once because he was embracing the villain role. He wanted his body language. He wanted to make you think that they at any moment is gonna pop off. That's what they wanted you to think. I mean, the man performed every other song Gucci performed was a diss song to Jeezy. And when he said, your man can't say he's 6 feet in the dirt. What? And when Jeezy said, we had to say, boy, you can hear a pin drop. And shout out to their entourage, because they made their entourage shut up. You want to talk about stand by and stand down. Their entourages was quiet. They kept it low. They was like, yeah. They almost had all of us believing that somebody was going to jump across that room. Big Aristotle, what's up, baby? The psychology of how they sold the story, it's the best verses ever. Like the way they sold it, okay? To me, the best verses is still Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, just off like the vibe, the music, where we were at COVID in that moment. If you remember how we were feeling in COVID, because that was like prime, like quarantine lockdown. So Erykah Badu and Jill Scott like healed us. So for me, that is the big like verses. That's the best verses. But I'm talking about on the selling point. Gucci and Jeezy were masterful in the way they sold it. It's not a question about it. You can't argue about that because they had you. They had you. You cannot tell me they didn't have you. They had you thinking that it was about to drop off by any minute. Even though I'm just telling you, I knew better. Okay? I knew better. But I'm so busy reading text messages from my families And I'm like, oh, they like, I don't like this. This is uncomfortable. I'm listening to them, going against my better judgment. Knowing that, I'm like, there's no way you sign up for something like this and you're going to blow it all away. There's no way. And yet they did. Yeah, baby. Yo, what's up, little homie? J Doe. Yeah, they had you fooled. That's what I'm talking about. They had you fooled. They sold it. It's about the story. And here's the thing about the industry. And my little homie J Doe is on here, and he'll tell you, I used to tell him all the time, is that you guys cannot be believing the hype. I used to tell my little homies all the time, this is an entertainment game. It's entertainment, and also it's real life. Okay? Real life happens over here. Entertainment happens over here. And then sometimes it gets intertwined with each other. Hi, Charlotte. Charlotte, I was going to play some Pimp C in the background, but I want to load this video later, and I don't want them to say that I had music playing in the background. But I was going to play Pimp C in honor of you. I promise you I was. The way they sold that. Here's the thing. Both of these brothers-in-laws, wait, Gucci is married. He's showing off his abs. He's drinking water. He's not in that place that he was years ago of the Gucci that was down for whatever. You understand? You feel like I'm telling you Santa Claus isn't real? I'm just saying, like, have you seen Jeezy lately? Like, Jeezy is in the kitchen making donuts. Like, back in the day, Jeezy was in the kitchen with, like, baking powder. Now Jeezy's in the kitchen making cupcakes with his soon-to-be wife. We have to understand, like, these people have grown. And they've gotten to a place where they no longer are going to engage in the same energy as they did before. So I'll give you a quick, perfect example. Like, when I'm writing a piece, I'm very intense in it. Like, I'm like digging, I'm researching, I'm feeling very passionate about what I got to say when I'm writing a piece. Like, I'm very passionate about it, okay? I edit it, I look at it, I read it. I'm so passionate. I'm so passionate about it. I'm like looking at it. It's done. I proofread it. I send it to my editor. It gets published. In most cases, majority of the time, by the time it gets published and it comes out, I no longer have those same feelings. I'm like over it. Sometimes I write something I'm so in it that my head is hurting, okay? Yeah, all this chrome is hurting. But I promise you that when it's published, I'm almost like, okay, that was what it was. Like, it's over with. And I'm not trying to say you can just be over something, because I'm not trying to brush over the fact that Jeezy and Gucci definitely had real beef. And I want the kids today to know, like my little homie J Doe who's on here, there was a time when rappers really had beef and they didn't go on social media to vent about the problems. They went and saw you, okay? I actually like the young rappers now because they'll almost get on social media, vent, and then go to sleep. Well, except for the last couple of weeks, of course. But my point is that back in the day, that's how I got down. So I'm not trying to gloss over the fact that they had real beef. I'm just talking about growth. And what we got to do as a hip hop audience, as a culture, is we have to allow people to grow. And that's the lesson that I'm trying to express. We have to allow our artists to grow. We have to stop being so engaged about wanting to see things the way they were. And nostalgia is great. We all love nostalgia. But we have to start growing and allowing them to grow and start detaching ourselves from that era of like, I want you like this and I want you like that. You understand? Like wanting Jay-Z to do the same stuff that he did on Reasonable Doubt. Jay-Z was in a whole different world when Reasonable Doubt came out. A whole different world. You take my brother Aristotle right here. My brother Aristotle is a corporate brother. He's good. He's in the media. That's my brother right there, okay? But Aristotle used to be the most baggiest jeans wearing gentleman in the world, okay? That used to be him. Now the brother is like setting appointments, making big power moves, and raising stock. It's called growth. I've grown. That's what we do. When you give someone time, opportunity, and grace, they have a time to grow. And I think the biggest lesson of Gucci versus Jeezy today was about time, opportunity, and grace. Because for those of us that know, there was a time when we didn't see no grace with Gucci. Jeezy has grown. Okay, I'm not trying to take nothing away from Jeezy, but there was a time when Gucci, We didn't see no end in sight with that brother. He was going at everybody. He wasn't nobody's friend, and most importantly, he didn't care. Hey, Sasha, what's up? Hey, Ma, I miss Toronto. There was a time when Gucci didn't care. So for Gucci to get to the place where he is right now, you gotta love it. My brother Lito, what up, Lito? What up with you? Lito, you should join me on here if you can. Aristotle, you should join me. So let me ask you real quick, anybody out there, what did you think about Verzuz? Like any of you? Let me like anybody think they won anything? Oh, my man Lito, let me get my brother Lito in here. Oh, I don't okay, I think I pushed it. I think I pushed my brother Lito coming in. You coming in? Saying connected.
Yo, what up, what up?
Brother!
What up? Shaking.
What's up, brother?
You know, I'm here, man. What's good?
Dr. Kenesha, how you doing, Dr. Kenesha? Yo, brother, how you? First of all, how you, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm Gucci.
Yo, I kept missing you on the house party, man. We kept having a back and forth for like 2 months.
Oh yeah, man. I'll be in and out of that thing, man. I'll be in and out of that thing, man. That's crazy. But y'all wanted to chop it up real quick about that battle we just won.
Go ahead, tell me, man. What you think about it, bro?
Yo, man, that was history, man. Yo, you know what's crazy? We was coming up during the height of all of that shit. You know what I mean? We witnessed everything. You know, yo, when he did the truth, I had tingles in my spine when he started doing the truth, and he was in Jeezy. I thought it was gonna go left. Word up! I thought it was gonna go left.
You thought it was gonna go left. When exactly you think it's gonna go left? And I want to give a shout out to Dr. Kenesha because I want Dr. Kenesha to come in after you. So Dr. Kenesha, please come in after you. Brody, you gotta come in after Dr. Kenesha. But go ahead, Lito. Tell me why you say it went left. Go ahead.
I thought it was gonna go left because Jeezy was numb for a minute in that chair. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, man. Like, and then I don't know. Honestly, I want to say on the strength, I want to say that they kind of put that shit together. I felt like it was scripted.
Come on, Lito. You know they did, Lito. You've been in this game. Lito, I ain't trying to tell people what you do. But you've been in this game for a long time. You know that was pieced together, Lito.
Yeah,
stop playing, Lito.
Yo, you ain't going like he knew what time it was, and that whole speech.
Come on,
that whole segue. On the strength, man. I ain't gonna lie. I love it. I love what they did for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the way they ended it. Honestly, what would have made that shit even sweeter is if they just released a new track they just did together after
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
I think that's on the way, though. That's definitely on the way. It's
I agree.
On the way.
I mean, they heading to the club. They heading to the club right now. They just said they heading to the compound right now.
I was worried for Atlanta streets. Worried for a minute, but listen, man. Like I said, I feel like it was some WWE shit going on. Let me tell you something. I know, like I know. You know what I'm saying? And both they camps. I know people from both they camps, so it was like
I know that's why I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I'm like, Lito, I know you're gonna get on the phone. You're gonna be like, bruh. So I need you to text me more later. I ain't gonna sit, but come on, bro.
The movie tonight, right? If I was in Atlanta, I'd be at Compound tonight.
All right,
risking it all. That's the moment in this. You know what I'm saying? Like I was coming up. Yo, listen, man. I was a Gucci fan before I was a Jeezy fan. Because I didn't like Boys in the Hood Jeezy. On the strength, I did not like Boys in the Hood Jeezy.
I know.
But when he went solo and then the beef unraveled, it was like, man, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, all right, and even the whole BMF connection, I was like, all right, yeah, he's a little more credible to me now. But at the same time, I was a Gucci fan. I was Gucci all the way. I fuck with Gucci. Because Gucci gave me that, when Gucci was popping, you know who he like, his swag kind of mirrored to me? His swag was, he had like that Pimp C attitude.
It was just
what he was gonna say.
Yeah. Where you felt the storytelling in it. You felt the passion.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was like he was more like a combination of like niggas I came up on like Pimp C and fucking MJG from A Ball and MJG. Like that whole that grungy, but I don't give a fuck. I'm styling, fur coat. Down, yo, his fit was on, man.
Yo.
Gucci, Gucci showed out tonight, yo.
Well, Lito, let me carry it on for what they carried on. You know, you've been my brother for a long time, so let me just tell you, man, I appreciate you and I love you for checking in, man.
Oh, love you too, man. Love you too.
I appreciate you always. I appreciate you always showing me love, man. You know what I mean? I hope you, tell my nephew I said what's up, and you take care of yourself.
Oh, for sure. He right now he doing his homework. Well, he might be. Let me see what he's doing. I'm in the crib with me. Let me see what he's doing. He come up in his ruins. Oh, he on his game.
Say
what up to Uncle Will. What up? Say what up to Uncle Will, Lo. Yeah, he's
zoned out, man.
He's zoned out.
Zoned out, man. All right, yo, Lito, I'm gonna go to the next person, man. But I love you, bro, and I'll talk to you.
Well, yo, I love you too. I'm glad we got to chop it up.
I know, man.
We gotta do a call with the brothers too. You know what time it is. So
yeah.
We gotta talk about some things.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna shoot something in that group text we got going, and we'll line it up.
Okay, my brother. I'll talk to you soon, man.
You already know.
All right, Queen's in the building, man.
Already know.
All right. Yo, who else? Academics, you still there? Is Dr. Kenesha still there? She not going? I told Dr. Kenesha she should come in, and I told my man Brody to come in. But if not, then you go ahead and you come in then. Yeah, that was my brother Lito. We go back from, HU. Foxy Brown is here. It's my girl Fox. Yo, Act. Come on in, Act. Come on in. My girl Fox is in the building. Yeah, that just go to show you right there. I mean, Lito's a grown man, and he was hyped up. This man said he would go to Atlanta and risk it all. Although I don't know if I would technically do that. Atlanta tends to be wide open. I would not go to the club. But I wonder, that's the thing, too. Are they going to probably do a song together? You know what I mean? Are they? Let me see. I think I'm waiting on you now, Act. I think I'm connecting you now. Brother!
Yeah.
Oh, you going to show off the studio?
I'm in the studio. I just got back in the house. I just got in the house, like literally just got in the fucking house. Literally.
Okay.
Man, oh man.
How you feel,
that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. That shit was legendary, man. That was like something that, man, I was like, that should have been on pay-per-view. It was worth every minute, man.
So you tell me, you tell me how you felt. Did you feel the tension? Like when you were watching it, did you feel like there was tension, or did you already say to yourself, nah, man, these guys are just joking?
Nah, it was tension, man. It was there. It was still real. Like, like, they'd be like, yeah, we squashed it, but it's a fine line from me just saying, fuck all that shit that we just talked about. like it's like a fine line for me saying, fuck all that squash and shit we just said, man. I don't give a fuck about none of that, man. Fuck you. It was like that close to that. It was that close to that point. And it's like everybody, man, when Jeezy played Truth and he was like, go dig your nigga up, send another one, I'm gonna send him back to you in a box, free kills. Nigga, the whole world thought that shit was about to go left, including me. Everybody thought that shit was about to go left. Niggas was on the comments talking about where's security. Now, escort these niggas out. We have reached the point of no return. That shit, man, that shit was crazy though.
I don't know when you came in, but I had said earlier.
I watched the whole joint.
Well, no, I was talking about with me. I was saying that I had said earlier. I was saying earlier that there was a part of me, because Verzuz has become such a huge production. There's a part of me that know better, like, yo, these guys are not going to go in here and show out, because when Sports Center and everybody was talking about it, I was like, this is a huge thing. So, but there was that.
Well, I do believe this. I do believe what probably took them so long to come out, there was some waivers, some insurance waivers signed in the back.
But see, I think the insurance waivers, but here's my theory. I think the insurance waivers got taken care of probably already. I think the lateness was to build up the tension that we felt.
It was at a million. It was at a million before they even came out.
That's what I'm saying. So I think the 45 minutes and all of that, I think they were doing that on us to make us feel like, yo, what's going on behind there? What's popping behind there? What's about to take place? That's my theory in that. But I was saying earlier before you jumped on, I was allowing people who were texting me to mess with my mind, because I knew better. I'm like, man, they not.
You knew better.
I'm reading the text messages. They like,
I was like,
He's like, I'm uncomfortable. I don't know what's going on. This is not God's grace. And I'm like, I'm talking to them, trying to explain to them. And the next thing I know, I'm getting wrapped up in their emotions. Even though I know better.
Just clear out on here. What's happening, Nene?
Yeah, even though I know better, you know what I'm saying? So that was the part with me where I'm like, yo, I think what it was. But you're right. In that one moment,
that shit was fucking amazing. I'm gonna tell you, I don't think Verzuz can do it better unless they bring out fucking Jay and Nas, like Jeezy said. It's no way they can top that one. I don't think. I mean, I do want to see my man Gotti get on the Verzuz. I don't know who, maybe Gotti and Boosie. We may have to do that.
No. Why you avoiding it? Why you avoiding? There's only one person Gotti. There's only one person Gotti should go on there with.
Who?
Your man. I can't remember his name right now. The man he was beefing with.
Oh, Dolph? Gotti and Dolph?
Yeah.
Dolph ain't got enough records.
You don't think Dolph got enough records for
Nick, Gotti got 15 years full of records, bro. Gotti came out the same time as Gucci and fucking.
That's true. That's true.
Gucci and Jeezy. I mean, don't get me wrong, Dolph got 20 records. Okay. Dolph got 20 records. We can do that. If 2 Chainz can go against Ross, Dolph can go up against Gotti.
And they can squash their beef. If we on the beef squashing thing, he can squash their beef.
Yeah, they can squash that beef. I would take that. That'll be a good one, but it definitely ain't gonna be like this. It ain't gonna be as good as this one.
So let me ask you, when did you start seeing things turn a little bit?
Oh yeah, Nene, I already said Dolph definitely don't stand a chance in the Verzuz against Gotti. Gotti.
He don't? Okay.
Gotti in my all-time top 5, bro. I'm sorry.
But when
all-time top 5. Like,
did you hear what I said though?
It's my favorite, one of my favorite rappers ever. But that would be good to see. But that Verzuz will not top what we just saw with Jeezy and Gucci. It won't even come close. It'll be good, but it will not even come close to what we just saw between Jeezy and Gucci. Just like your man said, if I was in Atlanta right now, I'd be at Compound with everybody else.
But did you hear what I said though?
I'll be with the shits all night. It'll be up. I'm glad I'm in Baltimore because I would be acting an ass right now if I was in Atlanta with all my people in Atlanta. I used to live in Atlanta too, so that's my second home, nigga. I would be outside and it would be stupid.
Are you hearing me, Act? Can you hear me?
You wouldn't find me till around like 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Can you hear me?
All right, I'm still there. I'm sorry.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was asking you when did you start seeing the tide turn in this battle right here? Like when you were watching it, first you thought it was gonna be. When did you start seeing it say they're not about to fight? It's about to be on this. Or did you feel that way the whole way through?
No, I felt that way the whole way through. I mean, you noticed the way they had the stage set up. Like, the niggas couldn't get to each other. Like, they would have to jump down and then climb back up to get to each other. Like, they had that shit set up right.
You don't think that was part of the act? You don't think that was part of the act?
I mean, yeah. Here's the thing. You can piece that shit out. But when somebody bring up something that hits certain places in your heart from years ago and rekindles those feelings, shit can go left at any second. If I did something to you like 10, 15 years ago, we get over it. But then, in the heat of the moment when everybody adrenaline's going, I bring that shit back up, you can get mad all over again.
Okay.
That shit can really happen. And when I call you Michi's bitch.
Yeah, I heard that. That was like the first song, right?
Yeah, when I call you Michi's bitch, and I say, I'm calling you all types of disrespectful shit, that shit can stir up some different emotions, and nigga can say, you know what? Man, fuck this shit. What's up?
But see, that's why I believe that was a part of the whole situation, man, because it was just too plain. It was too perfect. You start off with the diss record, then every other record after that was a diss record. Because like I said earlier before you hopped on the live, I said, did you see Gucci smile when Jeezy first was getting ready to announce So Icy? Like, he cracked a smile like he had been holding that in for a minute. He cracked it like Gucci.
That he didn't play, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying Gucci cracked a smile like he was holding in that smile for a grip.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he bust out with a huge ass smile, was like, I love you, thank you, and all of that. That's what I'm saying. That was an act, bro. Like, it was a perfect setup in the psychology of getting the ball.
It was a goddamn good one. That's what I'm saying. It was a goddamn good act then, because I was going along with the shit. Y'all lucky. If I wasn't at work, I'd have been home acting an ass. Like I said, I just got home. I was on the radio from 6 to 10, so I just got home. And man, I am lit. You would think I'm drunk or something right now, but I am completely sober.
Oh no, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I'm with you.
I'm just high off life right now, because man.
Do they do an album after this?
Huh?
Do they do an album after this?
I don't know. I don't think them niggas can stand each other that long.
They in Compound right now. They heading to the club right now.
Night. That's one night where everybody got a lot of niggas around them, and it's all love. It could be all love for one night, bro. But to do an album, nigga, I got to be around you for like at least a month.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You can do an album in a week. All you gotta do is throw some verses on real quick. You can do an album in a week.
A week. You gonna put the niggas in one studio for a week straight?
You ain't gotta be in the studio with nobody no more. You ain't had to be in the studio with nobody even before COVID, bro. You ain't had to be in the studio with nobody.
Ain't no COVID in Georgia. The COVID doesn't exist in Georgia.
This is true.
Atlanta don't believe in COVID.
She said, I think it was acting. I just feel after Jeezy made Gucci Feel Stupid, that's when the vibe changed. Well, when did he make Gucci Feel Stupid exactly?
What you talking about on Feel Stupid, Nene? What part you talking about?
Thank you, Motivated 321. He said they got to do an album. What does everybody think out there? Do you think Gucci and Jeezy do an album after this? That's my question.
Young Music on here too. Shout out Young Music.
What up, Young Music?
That album ain't happening. Y'all can cancel that shit. Y'all can cancel that shit.
Would you buy it though?
Would I buy it? I would listen to it. Yeah, I definitely stream that shit. Matter of fact, Jeezy come out. New Jeezy hit the fan in 40 minutes.
That's true.
New Jeezy hits the fan in 40 minutes. Recession 2 is out in 40 minutes, and I haven't heard it, but I was on a conference call with Jeezy earlier today too, though. So
how'd that go? What did he say?
Cool. I had a bunch of conference joints today. I had the Soul Train joint earlier. Then I had to do hold on, Nene, just chime back in. Well, Gucci was being real with you. Jeezy kind of kept it on some grown man shit. Yeah. I mean, because, Jeezy, this is why Jeezy kept it cool, because Jeezy's more, he's the nigga that became corporate. He's the nigga that went in fucking, he got a lot of white folks behind him now. He got a lot of white folks that's invested in him.
That's true.
Gucci been independent, stayed independent, and so he kind of do what he wants. So he's not, he doesn't have any corporate people behind him.
Yeah, but see, slow down.
Gucci can still
Slow down, Act. I can't necessarily let you have all of that because Gucci's that white money too. No, but Act. Gucci's getting that white money too, though, Act.
He is.
Gucci getting that white money too.
He is, but I'll say it like this. If Jeezy do something, he'll be held to a different standard. It's like kind of how 50's in corporate, but he still can be 50. Gucci has that type of freedom where he can still be Gucci, because no matter how corporate you do with him, he's gonna be Gucci.
So Motivated said Jeezy never played one diss record. I gotta correct you on that, Motivated.
Yeah,
Jeezy
he played a diss record, but he didn't play the diss record. He didn't play the diss record that I thought he was gonna play.
Which one you talking about?
I forget the name of it, but he was like, it was one diss record. It's a diss record Jeezy got to Gucci when he say, what type of nigga name himself after a fag. So I can't remember the name of the record.
Bro.
I thought Jeezy was gonna play that shit, but he didn't.
The most popular Gucci diss record is the one that starts off with the infamous line that we all know. Last time I heard I was the man in these streets. That was the Gucci back then.
No,
that was
I'm
the
Gucci,
Gucci, bro.
He blatantly goes at Gucci where he said
he was blatantly going at him on that song. He was blatantly going at him on that song. Where you think that came from?
But it was indirect. He didn't say his name. But,
bro, do you remember what was going on back then? Everybody knew that was about Gucci.
I understand, but I'm saying he did not play that.
He took off the jacket when he did that song.
I thought Jeezy was gonna play that shit after Gucci played Truth. That's what I was waiting for Jeezy to play that record, but he did not play it. It's called Stay Strapped. That's what it is. All right, Stay Strapped. Bad. I couldn't remember.
Hey, but Act, real quick though,
Thanks,
Truth. But Act, Act, can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you,
all over me and everything.
I'm listening.
I'm saying, did you know that Truth came out today for sale? Like, it came out today. Like, you can stream it like on Apple Music and Spotify and all that. It came out today on the 19th.
That's just amazing marketing. I mean, why not?
that's my point. It was all, come on, bro. This was a performance.
Come on, they make money off of this joint.
This was a performance, bro. Whatever they had going on, they took care of that a while ago. This was a performance.
Okay. But you can take care of a lot of things. But when somebody says something that hits certain places in your heart, it don't matter if they squashed it 10 years ago, or they squashed it 5 years ago, if they squashed it 5 months ago. If the nigga bring up something that's close to your heart, shit can, you never know. When you tap into a nigga emotions, there's no strength for where that shit can go. It can go left quick.
Well, let me ask you this real quick. Who do you think won?
Who do I think won? I mean, Jeezy got the bigger records. It's just.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you who you think won.
I think Jeezy won on records.
Okay.
I think Jeezy won on records. I mean, like I said, Jeezy got the bigger records. Jeezy got more powerful records. I mean, Gucci got records too, and he had a lot of them. But overall, I mean, you got to give the win to Jeezy on the music shit. I mean, Gucci had probably a better performance. Gucci had definitely a better performance. He definitely had a better performance.
I'm not thinking that it was as far away as most people are saying, because a lot of Gucci records were culturally impactful for the mixtapes. I mean,
correct.
When he dropped, but Gucci did play a lot of songs that there were a lot of songs that Gucci did not play. Like, he didn't play I Think I Love Her. Like, he didn't play. He has a lot of hits that he
played I Think I Love Her. He did I Think I Love Her. He did that one.
I don't remember, but I mean, my point is, I think he did a lot of. I think he had a lot of hits.
He did photo shoot,
but I think he had a lot of hits.
Was my joint.
I also think he had a lot of hits that he did not play. Is what I'm saying.
All right.
I mean, I was loving that he played Lemonade.
That's what we was throwing. That's what we was throwing parties on Bel Air Road. We had Uzos popping. Everybody in here checking in from Baltimore. Y'all know how that pass by used to go.
Shout out Baltimore. Hey, but did you see my man? Looking. But did you hear the biggest shout out though during the session? Did you hear the biggest shout out?
This the shit that got Biggie and Tupac killed?
No, fool. You ain't hear the biggest shout out Jeezy said?
Huh.
He said, shout out to my second home, Detroit, baby. You heard it? Oh. You heard it? You heard it, baby? You heard it?
Biggie, like Notorious.
Give us our respect. Give us our respect. You heard it, baby. Detroit, you heard that. Said my second home. What up, though? You heard it?
So
you heard, don't play. You heard it. What up, though?
I ain't gonna lie, Detroit kind of hot right now. Y'all got 42 Doug, man. I fuck with him.
Oh, yeah. Still slinging out the 20s on 6 and Davis, baby.
42 Doug, that shit right now. I ain't gonna
you heard him? Still slinging out them 20s on 6 and Davis, baby. That's my block. What you talking about, boy? What you talking about? Yeah, you heard it. You tried to ignore it. You heard it. You heard it.
I heard that shit.
So overall, you think Jeezy won?
Yeah, overall Jeezy won. He just, I mean, you put the catalogs together, it's kind of unfair because Jeezy always had the machine behind him, which was Def Jam. So it's like you get bigger production, even though, I mean, Gucci had Zaytoven, but it was a young Zaytoven. It wasn't Zaytoven, that we know now.
Gucci had a lot of people early. Gucci definitely had a lot of people early.
Yeah, Gucci was on people early. Yeah. But Jeezy had that monster behind him, that monster. So he was getting the best production, he was getting the best features, he was getting the best records, he was getting all of that. So, I mean, Soul Survivor hit, it's like, I mean, what the fuck can you do with Soul Survivor?
That's great push-up music, by the way. It's great push-up music.
What the fuck was Gucci supposed to play after he played Soul Survivor?
I don't know, but I know there was a record.
What was Gucci really supposed to do after Jeezy played Soul Survivor?
I don't know, but I do know that there was a record that
Gucci
I know that was a record.
Jeezy,
no, if you don't stop cutting me off.
I'm sorry. I'm just excited.
I'm just saying, I know that there was a record that Jeezy had played, and when he played it, I do know that when Gucci came back with Lemonade, that was a good combination.
Yeah, Lemonade. I was like, woo!
Yeah, Lemonade was a great combination.
But Gucci didn't play Freaky Girl though either.
That's what I'm saying. He had a lot. He had records he did. That's what I'm saying. He had records he did not play, and a lot of people do that when they come to verses. They'll not play certain records that we want them to play, and then they lose. Like Fabulous did that with Jadakiss.
Well, because here's the thing. It looked like it was no females there just in case.
What you mean?
They had a. If you seen like people on like the ground, like DJ Drama was there, it was like you had a pack of niggas to the left of the stage. On G say you had a pack of niggas over here, and that was P and QC and all them. It was like no. It seemed like it was no girls in Magic City tonight. Just in case.
Oh, okay.
So when you got a room full of niggas, you're not gonna play a record like Freaky Girl, or you're not gonna play like Jeezy ain't play Taking It There. Like he ain't play he ain't play the female friendly records. He played all
Yeah,
the
but
trap,
Freaky
all
Girl,
the
yeah.
smacking.
Yeah,
Nobody played no female friendly records because it was I don't think it was any females in the room. Because
yeah.
they wanted just in case that shit got cleared out. They ain't want no innocent bystanders in there.
Yeah, but Freaky Girl was never about a girl though. Remember that. It was about the whip. And it was about the gun.
But still,
it's
a female friendly record, is what I'm saying.
Was it?
Yes.
Was it?
I'm a very freaky girl. What? It's
it was
a female
I don't know,
record,
bro.
nigga.
I don't know.
I could drop Freaky Girl in a club right now in the club, and it's gonna be every female dropping, showing her mega knees.
I
right
used to
now.
see
That's
a lot
exactly
of dudes.
What's gonna happen if I play Freaky Girl.
I was in an unmentionable spot, and I used to see a lot of dudes waving their guns when that song come on.
No.
Like, I used to see a lot of dudes waving their guns.
What the song is actually saying and what it's talking about. The record, it's a female record. It's a female friendly record. If I'm playing for the chicks, I'm playing Freaky Girl. I'm playing Photo Shoot. I'm playing those records that's going to get, from a DJ standpoint, I'm playing records that's going to get the females going, and Freaky Girl is one of those.
I hear you. I'm just saying, I was in a lot of places when that song was hot, and there was a lot of dudes waving their guns in the air when that song came on.
That's because you was just around some ignorant niggas. That's all.
Oh, really? This is how you feel?
All of them are.
So where do you think they go from now?
See, look at the comments. That where you was at when they was doing that. Because I don't know nobody waving their guns.
I said unmentionable. I said unmentionable spot.
That must be some Detroit shit. Like, I don't know.
No, actually, nigga, I was with you. So shut up.
Stop.
If you want me to start bucking, homie, I was with you on your birthday. So shut up. You keep forgetting we go back.
You was waving guns on my birthday?
Okay, man, I'm shutting up right now, bro.
Was they with me?
No, you left me. You had left me.
Huh?
When you took me, bro. Nah. Come on, bro. Move on. I'm literally trying to save you, bro. Like, literally.
Yeah, let's not talk about guns on Instagram.
Yes. Like, let that go. You like, huh? Who? Like, come on. You have to like one of these kids nowadays. Like, we on live. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, my only point.
Like Big Eight say, Freaky Girls is for the shorties, man. Case closed.
I don't know who that is to put a stamp on the conversation, but I'll move on anyway.
He's pushing
shout out to them for checking in.
He's pushing my agenda, so I'm rolling with him.
Shout out to him for checking in. I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them at all. So let me ask you this: where do they go from now?
Where do they go from now? They went to Compound.
I mean, after Compound, after this moment, what do those two do right now?
Let me just tell you. Let me just pause right there for a second. Compound is about to be so stupid right now. Like, the whole Atlanta, the corona rate is going up tonight.
That's what I was about to say. The corona is about to get.
Everybody is getting corona tonight in Georgia. And they better hope that vaccine come out ASAP, because this is about to blow up in Georgia tonight, because shit. It's going to be a party outside. You ain't got to be able to get in the club. It's going to be so many people outside.
Yeah.
They going to party in the parking lot of Compound. That whole street. They going to have to shut down that whole street.
No, I agree.
It's going to be ridiculous tonight. And
I agree.
I'll be right there.
I totally agree with you.
Me and my man Yellow, Kev, Calvin, Rashid, we'll all be down there.
So what do you think? That's what I'm asking you. What do you think these two do from now with this moment? Everybody's talking about it. What do you think they do?
On the moment, like they said. Jeezy dropping his album in 29 minutes. Gucci just dropped Gucci's dropping a mixtape in 29 minutes. They're gonna capitalize off of it, get the bag. They might even go on tour.
So do you think they should do an album together?
I don't think they should do an album. I think they should do a song and then do that song, then just parlay that song into a tour once everything open up.
Okay. I'm not thinking. I'm with you on not doing a whole album, but I would like to see a nice little package of like 4 songs.
Yeah, it'll be like when Jay-Z and Mary J. Blige did the Heart of the City tour, and they came out with the record. They did the one record, You're Welcome, and that was just a record just to sell the tour. And they just need to come out. They do a So Icy remix or So Icy Part 2 and sell the tour, and that shit's gonna sell out. And they could probably do an arena tour. It don't have to be like a Fillmore or Rams Head or something like that.
Right.
Or 1,500 to 2,000 people or Echo Stage 3,000 people spots. They can probably do an arena. They can do the basketball arenas with that, with them two. Get some young guys, put a little baby on the undercard or something. That joint gonna go.
Shout out to 6 Mile Ave. Yo, who do you think they follow up with on this Verzuz? Because this was huge, and with Verzuz, we keep saying it's getting bigger and bigger. Who do you follow behind these two?
Like I said, they're gonna have to they gonna have to chill on Verzuz for a while. They're gonna have to let this breathe. Because you don't want to come so quick. I mean, unless they do T.I. Wayne.
I can see that.
T.I. Wayne. Ain't really nobody Drake can go against.
Nah, Drake, nah, I wouldn't. But I
Ain't
would definitely let this breathe.
Ain't really nobody Drake can go against, but you can go T.I. Wayne, Yo Gotti, like you said, Yo Gotti and Dolph. I say Yo Gotti and Boosie, but you can do Yo Gotti and Dolph. Yeah, man, it's gonna have to be one of them because this is that's the upper echelon. This is crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like to see like a good 4 songs that they can do together, or maybe like you said 2 or a song.
4-pack. That's another thing.
I'm with that.
Speaking of 4-pack, Meek Mill is also dropping a 4-pack of records.
That's where I got that idea from, though.
So it's a lot of records coming out in 20 minutes.
That's where I got that idea from.
Hit the fan in 20 minutes.
Yeah, you're talking so over me. That's why I keep repeating. That's where I got the idea from because Meek is about to do 4 songs. That's what I'm saying. And I was like, they can do like 4 songs. I wouldn't be surprised if Midnight drop and they have something like a package together. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, get your shit together over there.
Yeah, my joint just dropped over. It just dropped over.
Your joint just passed out on you.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. Well, anyway, man, I'm glad that you hopped in with me, man. I think the joint was dope. I'm with you. What do you think was the lowest, or I don't want to say worst, because they were all decent at least, but what do you think was the lowest kind of Verzuz so far?
The lowest?
Yeah. The one you wasn't rocking with. Which one you wasn't rocking with the least?
Which one was I wasn't rocking with? I was in and out of Patty and Anita. I ain't even gonna stunt, as much as I hate to admit it.
Okay.
I was in and out of Patty and Anita.
Was there one that was disappointing for you? Was there a Verzuz that was disappointing for you?
One that was disappointing? What was one that was disappointing? I mean, the Ross and the 2 Chainz joint.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
They tried to breathe some life into it when they brought the strippers out.
Yeah.
And that put a little respirator on it. Brought the
they were being
like
yeah.
But other than that, the Ross and 2 Chainz, it was like it was just okay.
Yeah. They were both being too cool. And 2 Chainz admitted that he was just more ashamed. He was fearful that they were going to people were going to make a meme out of him. So he was self-conscious about somebody making fun of him. So they were both being too cool. So for me, that was a little bit disappointing. But I'm with you, dog. I think so far, my favorite one is still Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. But I'm with you that this one right here, I was saying before you hopped on, the selling point of it, I feel like they sold it throughout the whole thing. I really do. I think it was a great Verzuz. They sold it. They kept that tension. I didn't know they was going to make it to 20 songs. I'm glad they did. And I thought it definitely had the best ending out of all the Verzuz, hands down.
Yeah,
it definitely had the best ending.
It was a squashing of a real beef.
Yeah.
Of a real beef.
They definitely had the best. There's no, ending-wise, no one compares to them on ending. Nobody. I don't care who nobody compares ending what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody thought that they were about to fight and then boom. And then that, like I say, man, to see Gucci that crack that smile, that sold it for me. So, yeah, man. I appreciate you, bro. What you about to get into?
Absolutely. I'm about to, I don't know, I'm sitting here in the studio. I'm about to go through some music. I don't know what I'm about to do. I ain't ready to go to bed, though. I know that.
The studio looked good. And before you go, I don't know if you saw it, but when Jeezy did Put On For My City, I couldn't help to think, man, I gave an RIP to the soldier whose birthday was just passed was Tony Red. That's the first person I thought about, man.
Yeah.
That's the first person I thought about.
Yeah, RIP Tony Red. Yesterday was his birthday.
Yeah, man. That's the first person I thought about. So, yeah, bro. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you joining in, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely, brother.
All right, one. Well, there you go. There you have it. Verzuz was dope. Nobody can complain about it. I mean, if you got complaints about it, then you can take it up with your author. But it was good. I appreciate everybody that joined in. I don't know how they follow up with this. I have no idea how you follow up with this Verzuz, but it was amazing. Shout out to you. Good night.